Hi, everybody. Let me get my chat up here. Oh, well, can everybody hear me okay? That is really washing me out. I'm going to turn that off. Make me look like a ghost. Merry Christmas. I hope you can hear me. Let me check. Just making sure. It looks like things are working. There's Marianne. Hi. So, pardon me while I get ready. I was all set to go live. Hi, Dawn. And then a family just stopped over, because I mean it's holidays, so they just stopped over, and I was like, I gotta go live in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna let me see. Let's see. I am going to, what am I going to do? Hang on. I'm going to move around a little bit. I wanted to light my little incense here just to make it a little more festive. So I'm going to do that. Light my little incense candle here. Come on. There we go. You guys can't smell it, but I can, and therefore it will help put me in the mood a little bit more. Maybe that's the wrong way to put it. Maybe it'll just enhance the mood. There we go. Okay, that is done. And I'm going to come over here, turn this microphone on so people can hear me. I have a chat, but it's all the way over there, so when I'm over here I can't see you guys very much, but hopefully all my sound is working and we are golden. Okay. I think I'm ready to go. I'm sorry about the dogs. Coco, come here. Hey. Sorry, guys. Our little Cairn Terrier knows when strangers have been in the house, and so... Merry Christmas. Oh, man, it's good to see everybody. Thank you for joining me. What was I going to do? I'm going to do... Lyra, he can come in and say hi if he needs to. Let's see what this does here. Now all we need is a Christmas. I'm sure. Hi, Poco. Come on. Get in here. See, they're not in here. All the strangers are gone. You're good. All right. So, yeah, I mean, just wanted to play for everybody. I figured this would be a perfect time. I loved. I figured this would be a perfect time to try and squeeze in a little Christmas music for everybody to get everybody going toward the Wednesday. Wisconsin. Okay, cool. All right, so I got the dulcimer over there, and I am going to put this little thing up here. No, that's not what I want. Pardon me while I do some house. I'm going to pin a message to the top, and that is a tips link, and then I'm also going to do this thing here just for kicks and giggles. So I'm going to start this little goal thing. Let's see. Again. Oh, I switched. Sorry, I hit the T button on my keyboard, and my view is going to change here a little bit as I type something. On New Year's Eve. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, well, y'all can just hang out and talk to each other, and you can. I don't know if the chat is disappeared now, but anyway. Oh, hang on. And I should be back. Okay, let's get to some music, yeah? So, I'll just tell you guys while I'm getting set up here. I'm gonna pull up a couple things here. So if you feel like leaving a tip, you can do that through that tip link if it's still attached to the chat. Yeah, and so I'm going to bring a chat up over here on my screen here so you guys can, so I can see the chat a little bit nicer. That way I feel like I'm more part of things. Do, 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 do. 38 people here. Okay. So this will go right over here. There's the chat. Please don't fall. Be nice. Okay. I'm going to start. So I realized that as I was doing some shows this winter, that there's probably a lot of people that haven't heard me play the Christmas songs live, and so that's why I thought this would be fun to do for you guys. There's a lot of songs I do during the holiday season, during the Christmas season, that I don't play normally, obviously. So, okay. Here we go. Start out with a little Jeanette Isabella. good. It seems like everything's coming through. Yes? Love the overhead view. Okay, cool. Hi, Roxanne. Roxanne, you don't have to turn on a red light. Very cool. Glad you guys can hear and see, and it all sounds good. All right. I'm playing with an old set of hammers. These are like really, really old. For one, this dulcimer is very loud, and so in this little room that I have here, I need quieter hammers, and so I'm playing with these old Bob Bedard hammers. Very traditional as far as hammered dulcimer mallets go, and he made these back when I won the national championship in 2010. Without me even knowing who he was. Well, I knew who he was. I didn't know him personally. And then he just sent these to me and said, congratulations. And so they're old, they feel good, and they have a lot of good memories. Bob Bedard recently turned 96? I don't know if I made him much older than he is now, but anywho, let's see. I have a list of songs. Let's do. Not a lot of people probably know this one, but I will do it anyway because it's one I wrote, and we have some snow on the ground, and so I shall play my song that I wrote a few years ago now. I always liked when winter came around, especially when it snowed, because it seemed like the world got quiet for just a little bit. And so this is I love walking outside and when you just nothing. There's just the snow's falling, the traffic's died down, and because nobody wants to be out on the roads, that kind of stuff. And so this is a song of mine called The Perfect Snow. I will apologize for any buzzing you hear on the dulcimer. Oh, forgive me, I forgot to bring the microphone over to me. The buzzing on the dulcimer, sometimes when I'm playing up here, it's something I haven't found yet. I don't know, it only happens every now and then, but I haven't quite found the fault in my dulcimer right there. But maybe you didn't hear it. I hear it a lot. All right. This was one of my dad's favorite Christmas songs, and so when I put together my album way back in 2010, I wanted to make an arrangement of this one. As a bunch of as a family, we used to go to like nursing homes, assisted living, and play and sing for people. And I was the resident piano player and lead vocalist. And so my dad had a really good voice, but he had terrible rhythm, and so I had to stand beside him and smack his leg when it was time to come in. I shouldn't say he had terrible rhythm, but anyway, it's good memories from my father. So, thanks again, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it so much. If you found me on YouTube here because of Facebook or because of the email, you can always make sure and subscribe here on YouTube. You can also come and visit me on Patreon, and I will apologize for the ads that are popping up. They're even popping up on my feed, but it's just part of. I wish YouTube didn't have that anymore, but it's there. So please suffer through it, if you will. Yeehaw. I bet you heard the buzzing on that one. It really happens when I get excited on the dulcimer. All right. Oh, good. You guys are all chatting. Oh, thank you, Rose. Don't mind the ads. Yeah. Yeah, Sherrard. I think that's kind of what it is too. My room is my little studio here is actually like our front entryway. So, the front door, there's a little bay window here just in front of me where the dulcimer's facing. And so that has single pane glass on it, and so it's not the warmest room in the house. Good. Nobody heard the buzzing. Okay. Sally, no. Sadly, Linus and Lucy is not on my playlist. It's been a very, very long time since I've done that song, and so I have to. And besides that, when I don't have Sarah here doing marimba, it's a little harder for me to play. So I have to kind of relearn that one, and I haven't had time yet. So I'm going to do a song for you guys that some of you, hopefully the balance is good with this microphone and the dulcimer, because I'm going to sing for you. This is a song of mine. No, sorry. It's a song by, not a song of mine. It's a song by Rich Mullins, who was a big inspiration, is a big inspiration for me still. And but he's the one that got me into the hammered dulcimer, and he's had so many amazing songs, lyrically for sure, and this one is one of my favorites, and I do it around the Christmas time because it has elements of what it, the incarnation, if you will. And so just a nice little tongue-in-cheek kind of song about what it might have been like for Jesus to be a boy, and Rich Mullins wondering if he was anything like him. So this is a song called Boy Like Me, Man Like You. I hope I remember all the words. He was a baby like I was once. He was crying in the early morning. He was born in a stable. Read Memorial, this where I was born. And they wrapped you in swaddling clothes. Me they dressed in baby blue. Well, I was 12 years old in the meeting house, listening to the old men pray. And I was trying hard to figure out what it was that they was trying to say. There you were in the temple. They said you weren't old enough to know the things you knew. Well, did you grow up hungry? Did you grow up fast? Did the little girls giggle when you walked past? Did you wonder what it was that made them laugh? And did they tell you stories about the saints of old? Stories about their faith? They say stories like that make a boy grow bold. Stories like that make a man walk straight. And he was a boy like I was once. But was you a boy like me? Well, I grew up around Indiana. He grew up around Galilee. If I ever really do grow up, Lord, I want to grow up and be just like you. Well, did you wrestle with the dog and lick his nose? Did you play beneath the spray of the water hose? Did you ever make angels in the winter snow? And did they tell you stories about the saints of old? Stories about their faith? They say stories like that make a boy grow bold. Stories like that make a man walk straight. you ever get scared playing hide and seek? Did you try not to cry when you scraped your knee? Did you ever skip a rock across a quiet creek? And did they tell you stories about the saints of old? Stories about their faith? They say stories like that make a boy grow bold. Stories like that make a man walk straight. Yeah. And I may just grow up and be like you someday. All right. That song is really hard for me to not speed up on. So I am like really concentrating hard during that song. When the song kind of opens up and comes out of the mutes and stuff, it's really easy for me to speed up. Okay, I have a slight kind of list of songs in my head, and I just want to make sure that I don't forget them. So I'm gonna do. See, Sally? That's why I chose to do some of these tonight, because most of you don't hear me do those songs. All right, so this one is kind of, people ask me a lot, like how I, do what I do. And, some of it's been a lot of hard work, but some of my arrangements have been total accidents. And so this song was one of those. And I'm always really surprised when I hear like the traditional version of We Three Kings, because mine is not traditional by any sense of the word. Excuse me. And so it took me a long time to realize that that it was originally written in like 6/4, 3/4, 6/8, something like that, rather than, the waltz kind of stuff. And I somehow turned it into a 4/4 kind of rock and roll song, and probably had something to do with my influence from Stephen Humphries. But anyway, so this is my... I remember hearing it on the radio a few years ago and going, wow, they don't play it like me at all. That's a different arrangement. And it was me that had the different arrangement. Anyway, so this is We Three Kings. think. All right. Y'all doing okay? The sound is good. The stream is going well. No major issues. Thank you. I'm assuming J.S. Sherrard. I think your last name is Sherrard, yeah? Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I don't know your first name or if I just forgot it. Very cool. Well, if anybody has left a tip, I thank you very much. I can't see it from the chat or anything like that, but I do thank you. You can use the link up at the top of the chat, and you can also, I think there's a little like $sign you can give right through YouTube if you want to. But this is a totally free concert, or just, free time. I don't even know if I want to call it a concert. We're just kind of hanging. So I'm just playing some music for you guys for your holiday and get everybody into the Christmas spirit. So if you're not there already, maybe this will help. But thank you very much for all your support. Let's see. I mean, there's so many others. Pardon me while I smack my dulcimer. Sometimes the bridges kind of, well, they do, not kind of, they shift along with, like, especially when the cold is happening, and then the soundboard shrinks and the bridges aren't fastened down, and so they shift along with it. And so they come unseated, if you will. So every now and then some of that buzzing is from just an ever so slight gap in the between the bridge and the soundboard. So it's okay to smack the instrument every now and then to get that bridge to sit down so the buzzing doesn't happen. Okay. Yes. Gentry music sounds really, really familiar. I wish I knew why that. I don't know if it's because I just met a person with the last name Genty. Oh, no, there's a running back from Boise State. His name is Genty. The last name is Genty. But no, I think I just met somebody with the last name Gentry, and so that's why that's ringing a bell for me. Perfect snow. Okay. Well, if you guys don't mind, I think I'm going to, I have 3 more songs that I'll do for you. And I just have to work up courage for one that I've never done before live. So, and I've had very little time to practice it, but I'm going to do it for you guys anyway. So hopefully you'll be as forgiving as you always are. It's got a lot of funky chords in it. But I've always wanted to do it. I've always loved it. It's one of my favorite, most romantic kind of, well, not romantic, nostalgic, yeah, kind of Christmas songs. But I think I'm going to do that one. Well, I'll do 2 here in a row. I think I know which one I'm going to end with. So let's do... this is another Rich Mullins song. And... it's called You Gotta Get Up. I thought Christmas Day would never come, but it's here at last. So Mom and Dad, the waiting's finally done. And you gotta get up, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. It's Christmas morning. Last night I heard reindeers on my roof. Well, you may think I'm exaggerating, but I swear I'm telling you the truth. And you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up. It's Christmas morning. Did my sister get her baby doll? Did my brother get his bike? Did I get that red wagon, the kind that makes you fly? Oh, I hope there'll be peace on earth, and I know there's goodwill toward men on account of that baby born in Bethlehem. Did my sister get her baby doll? Did my brother get his bike? Did I get that red wagon, the kind that makes you fly? Oh, I hope there'll be peace on earth, and I know there's goodwill toward men on account of that baby born in Bethlehem. Well, Mom and Dad stayed up too late last night. Well, I guess they got carried away in the Christmas candlelight. And you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up. It's Christmas morning. And you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up. It's Christmas morning. And you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up. Anyway, hope you like that little one. I love that song. I bet you heard the buzzing on that one. Gracious me. That was almost driving me crazy. There it is. It's right there on that G. Can't figure out where it's coming from. Oh well, there's too many moving parts on this thing and everything vibrates. All right. Well, I have one more song for you and just wanted to thank you guys again. Thanks for hanging out. I've always loved playing that song. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Appreciate that. Buzzing is not coming across. Okay, well, cheers. Then I will not let it distract me. Because it almost did a couple times during that song. Central Mass. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah. Cool. All right, y'all. Well, hey, thank you again so much. I'm going to get away from the chat here because I need lyrics and chords. So thank you for hanging out with me on this. Well, here in Indiana, it's cold anyway, very cold. But tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We always say Christmas Eve because we do that with birthdays in our house too. We have Happy Birthday Eve. And it's just a thing that the kids started so long ago. But thank you so much, y'all, for your support and for, just hanging out with me. So we are always our own. It's just so true. So true. Okay, but hang around after I do this song for you because I think, like I said, this has a lot of weird chords in it. And I hope I can do it justice for you. If you want to, you can sing along. Pardon me. But hang around after a bit. I'll come from the dulcimer back to the computer and chat a little bit with y'all if some people want to hang around and say hi. Okay. Hopefully my bifocals don't mess up my reading too much. Getting old is amazing. Take a sip of tea. All right, Yoder, here we go. Remember the words and the chords. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. So here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star above the highest bough. have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Not too shabby. Thank you, guys. That was that song almost got me choked up, and that's what I was afraid of. I think that it's just got some beautiful nostalgia and heartfelt wishes and prayers and that kind of thing. I'm gonna come over to the computer. Okay, let me get my thing back up here. Face camera. All right. Oh, it's not showing the chat now. That's what I was afraid of. Let me see if I can pull it up in my other thing. I don't know why it's not showing me the chat. Stink. Live chat. There we go. Yes. Woohoo! Got it. Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's awesome. Love it. Oh. Well, if anybody wants to stick around and chat a little bit, I'm more than willing to do that. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, or if you just want to chat. If you got to go, then have a Merry Christmas, safe and wonderful holidays. I wish you health and lots of peace and lots of joy, both now and in the new year and in 2025. So best wishes to you all. So I'll hang out just for a little bit. I don't even think my wife's home yet. She was out working, and so I'm kind of waiting for my wife to show up anyway. So are you going to play anywhere? I kind of doubt that, Roxanne. Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you. Love you guys. I would love to tour again. Hey, Robert, all the way from UK. Nice to see you, brother. My life has changed drastically this past year, and so I'm not able to tour as much, going on these long, stretches out east or west or south or anything like that. So I'm doing a lot more stuff just local, and by local I mean within like a 5-hour radius. It's just where my life is at right now. So sadly, I do miss touring, and I miss seeing people. Oh, my thing didn't switch, did it? Hang on. There we go. I miss hanging out with everybody, and I miss seeing this beautiful country of ours and the beautiful people that live in it. Thank you. Happy holidays. Lily Mae, would you ever sell one of your dulcimers? Actually, yes, I would. If you're actually very interested in one, let me know. You can contact me, ted@tedyoder.com, and just send me an email. Yes, I don't sell dulcimers anymore for Masterworks, but I do have I do have one. Actually, this one here, I don't know if I would keep this one. I don't know if I would keep this one here behind me, or if I would sell my other one. I know which one my wife would want me to keep, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. I could possibly come out to Barron again. Maybe you'll come back to Davenport, Iowa. Yes. Online is wonderful. Davenport, Iowa is not that far away, so that would be an option. Yes. So yeah, let me know. Just you guys can email me privately and we can chat. So, uh, do you accept new HD students? Oh yes, absolutely, I do for sure. Um, I am. I say I'm 100% self-taught. But I took lessons. I don't want to discount the lessons that I did take from a couple people. You know, it wasn't like a long-term thing, so I consider myself self-taught. But yes, I do lessons. So yeah, you can reach out to me too as well. Just ted@tedyoder.com. And how many do I have? I have two of these dulcifortes, and one I've had since 2017, and it was the first one that Russell Cook had. He gave it to me and said, "This is the first one that is not a prototype," and so I love that one for sure. That one is. It's got a lot of memories. I've toured with that one. So, and then this one I had, he called me one time and said, listen, I want to make you a dulciforte that's just this huge blinged out type thing. And so he said, I want you to put abalone in it and all this, just go crazy. And so I did. And while I love it, I don't need two dulcimers. So that's really the only one I have for sale is the dulciforte. Yeah, because the other ones that I have are, one is my trophy dulcimer that I will never sell, and the other one is the second dulcimer I ever owned. So even though it's not as nice and I don't play it as often, it's got nostalgic things for me. Oh, cool. Hi, Melody. That's always awesome being down in Mountain View, Arkansas. Awesome. Yes, it is a big one, and it's a beautiful one. It is. Let me switch back to the other camera, and I can. And I'm not trying to turn this into a big sales pitch, guys. So, but this is a little over. Well, it's a 5-octave instrument. A lot of them end on this. I hope you guys can see this over here. Down here is an A2, so a piano has an A1 at the bottom, so this is an octave above that, and then on this particular model, on my model, it goes all the way down to a low G, so it's an A2 and a G2, and then it goes all the way up to an A6, all the way up there. So it is 5 octaves, and it's about 4.5 probably chromatic. Yeah. I don't know if I guess that's all I wanted to show you guys. But as well, I've been looking into dulciforte a lot. Cool. Yeah, let's chat. If this isn't the one you want, either of you guys, either of you ladies, I can help you order one from Masterworks if that's something you need help with. So, how long have you been playing the dulcimer, and is it the only instrument you love to play? So first answer is I've been playing the dulcimer. I've had one ever since 1997, but it was that was one of many instruments I play at the time. So I can play a little bit of guitar. I grew up playing piano. It's not the only one I love playing, but it is my deepest love, I think. My main goal on the dulcimer was to get as good as I was on the piano, on the Hammered Dulcimer, and I achieved that. And I've actually passed in a lot of respects what I can do on the piano. Yeah. I still love playing other instruments, but this is my first love. So. What year is it from? I believe it was picked up right before the pandemic. Yes, it was 2019, right before the pandemic. Um, so yeah, so this is the 2019. It's got. I'll have to send you guys some pictures. It's got some beautiful abalone inlays, um, and yeah, I put a lot of my favorite woods and stuff in it. So anyway, we can chat, and it's got pickups in it for if you want to use them to play live, that kind of stuff. So all right. Oh well. Hey Wes. Yeah, is Mom home yet?
No, not yet.
Oh gosh. Okay. Marion already emailed me. All right, y'all. Well, any other questions? Um, and dampers, yes, the dampers are amazing. Uh, I think sometimes as a player, I feel like there was boy, I can't remember the guy's name. There was a guy, a young man that I met after I won the national championship, and he had just this tiny little 1211, didn't even have dampers on it, and I heard him compete on a 1211, and I was just blown away. I mean, he was so good, and so at the time I was playing, not a dulciforte because those didn't exist at the time, but I was playing a big dusty strings with dampers and all that, and I heard this guy do this all this amazing stuff on this little 1211. I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have had to expand to a bigger dulcimer as fast as I did. There was a lot of learning I could have done. But anyway, dampers was always a big thing for me to want to grab onto. So, oh, yeah. Cal, there you are, man. Um, where was the river piece I did a while back? Oh boy. Where was that, Cal? Was that the one where I was literally standing in the river? Probably. That's actually surprisingly here in Indiana. There's a the Breakthrough Show. Merry Christmas! Oh my gosh. Good to see you. Yeah, that was actually here in Indiana. Surprisingly, there's a river that runs pretty much east to west all the way through Indiana. It goes into Ohio. I'm not sure where else, but it's called the Wabash River. And so surprisingly, there's some rock formations and stuff on even though Indiana is very flat and non-mountainous, it looks a lot like maybe not as grand as the Grand Canyon, but very similar. Um, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you guys too. Well, I will call it a night, and I so appreciate you guys. And once again, thank you for those that left some tips. Um, that's awesome. Awesome. I love it. Glad you caught me too. So yeah, maybe I'll go live on New Year's Eve, or around that time. What would Sunday? New Year's Eve would be on Tuesday. Maybe I'll do another live next week. We'll see. But um, anyway, y'all have safe travels. Stay safe and healthy. And you know, it's winter time and you're getting together with a bunch of family and stuff. So we all know how sicknesses run rampant during the holiday season. So Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. May your holidays be filled with joy and peace and safety. And we'll see you in 2025 if I don't see you on New Year's Eve. So thank you guys. Love you. God bless you. Merry Christmas.